Thank you for buying this 119956 glass showcase from FixtureDisplays. These are the top and bottom MDF wood panels, and these are the door panels. And we have 4 long poles. 2 come with lights, 2 does not have lights. And then these are front to back connectors, and these are left to right connectors. These are ceiling strips along with hardware and lighting adapters. And these are side panels. Then we got shelves and very large back panel. This unit does ship on LTL trucking service, so be sure to contact us to provide receiving details. To begin, we want to install the hardware toward the bottom so we can install levelers later. Now the bottom is easily identified by they don't have any wiring coming out. These are the shelf dowel pins. Unscrew slightly, then slide them into the channel. And then at the desired height, you can tighten that. For the one with lights, on the upper position, you insert through this hole and then slide up. Remember, when you install the feet, the aluminum extrusion can be adjusted for a tighter fit. Just use a pair of pliers. These left-right connectors have 2 kinds. One is for the back that doesn't have any plastic inserts. Now there is a screw that is controlled by a nut inside that hole through an Allen wrench. You want to loosen that slightly so you can slide that into the long pole. Make sure it's flush, then lock clockwise with the Allen key. At this time, we're going to drop that to the floor level so we can install the large glass panel. Slide that into the bottom channel and then into the side channels. Now we're ready to close the other side. Same principle. Slide in, snug fit, and then lock. Now we're going to pick up a long pole that has lights. This will be the front side. To install this, we want to slide in, push over, and then backtrack to work on the other side. So push over and then backtrack to lock the other side. Now we're ready to tighten the screws. Remember, the light face inside. Okay. Now we're ready to install the strips to seal, provide better cushioning. If you have any questions, feel free to email us cs@FixtureDisplays.com. Now ready to install the front to back connectors. Fasten. Then slide the center panel in. Close the other end. And then in opportune time, install the wider seal as well. At this time, to your left-hand side is the top of the display. So slide in, push over, and then backtrack. Likewise, we're going to do the other side. And we're ready to work out a difference on the front and top piece. The one that is longer from the ledge to the end is on the top. The one that is shorter is in the bottom. This is the top piece. I'm going to slide that in. Do take your time and make sure to do a perfect job. So do take your time, make sure they are perfectly flush, and then turn the screw hole to tighten. These are the caps for the top. Just insert that on the top poles. Again, you can use a plier to adjust the aluminum tightness slightly to make sure they stay there. Now we're ready to install the levelers onto the hardware we inserted earlier on. Once we've done that, we can then set this on the floor and adjust the leveler where necessary. These lights require a screw to fasten to the channel. So do that for all lights. There are 3 on one side, there are 2 on the other sides. Make sure the dowel pins are perfectly positioned, then you can install the glass shelves. The glass is all tempered, so it's pretty safe to use. Now we're getting ready to put the bottom panel on, and likewise put the top panel on. These ceiling lights work with spring-loaded clamps. Feed that through the hole and grab that through the top. The wiring came out of the long pole to front poles. There are several groups. They go through the side channel, then to the back and connect to the adapters. Each grouping have different length. Make sure they reach the one that is proper in length. Connecting to the adapter is fairly straightforward. The adapters come with a double-sided tape. You can tape it down by releasing the liner, and then there are clamps. You can insert the wire and then clamp into place. You may need to strip the wire slightly as required. So do so for all the lights. Each and every light requires an adapter. So reach the closest that the wire can reach. The ceiling light also have adapters, and they use a male-female connector like that. It is directional, however, watch out before you connect them. Now these are all properly connected. I'm going to power it on, plug in, and they're all on. Now we're going to install the door panels. There are pads or washers that are plastic in nature to insulate the glass from the hardware. And as you turn the screw to fasten, make sure you don't over tighten. Just snug enough to hold the hardware in place. And use a hand tool and make sure the side is flush. Likewise, we're going to do the other side. And the bottom hinges, we're going to insert the hinges to the plastic insert first. Then we're going to slide the glass into them after we insert the hinge onto the top hole. So make sure you have a helper and take your time to guide the bottom channel. The bottom hardware is casted. Sometimes they have a ridge. If that's in the way of the glass, you can use a sharp tool to sand that down slightly. And remember, always use these inserts or washers. This particular stopper comes with a double-sided tape pre-applied, so remove the liner and this will help stop the door. Installing lock is very similar as of the hinge. You want to ride it through the door panel, make sure you use the proper inserts, and glass should be flush with the side of the U-channel. Have someone hold it, of course, and then fasten 2 screws. I'm going to test it and make sure it works in the correct orientation. If you like this video, please subscribe our YouTube channel. And remember, leave a good review along with the seller feedback. Dimensions of this unit, it is 40 inches wide, 16.5 inches deep, and 78 inches tall. Please browse FixtureDisplays.com for more products and services we have to offer. Once again, thank you for shopping Fixture Displays.